What's up, family? What's up? What's up? It's your boy MGK coming back at y'all with another teaching today. Today's teaching is going to be based on having wisdom versus the foolish. So, we're going to kick it off with the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verses 1, 2, 12 through 16, then drop down to 20 to 22. So, let's get it. Okay, a wise son hears his father's instruction, but a scorner heareth not rebuke. A man shall eat good by the fruit of his mouth, but the soul of the transgressor shall eat violence. Let's get down to verse 3. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life, but he that openeth wide his lips shall have destruction. Let's go down to verse 12. Hold deferred maketh the heart sick, but when the desire cometh, is a tree of life. Then go down to verse 14, then 15. I'm following the scriptures. The law of the wise is a fountain of life, to depart from the snares of death. 15. Good understanding giveth favor, but the way of the transgressor is hard. Every prudent man dealeth with knowledge, but a fool layeth open his folly. Okay. Verse 20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed. Evil pursueth sinners, but to the righteous good shall be repaid. Verse 22, a good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. Now, let's go to that. We're gonna go to the next chapter, verses. We're gonna go to next chapter, meaning Proverbs 14 verses 1 through 7. Then we're gonna drop it down to 12. That's hit it. Every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. He that walketh in the uprightness feareth the Most High, but he that is perverse in his ways despise him. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise shall perverse them. Verse 4, where no oxen are, the crib is clean, but the march increases by the strength of the ox. Okay. Verse 5, a faithful witness will not lie, but a false witness will utter lies. Verse 6, a scorner seeketh wisdom and findeth it not, but knowledge is easy unto him that understandeth. Verse 7, go from the presence of a foolish man without perceiving and not in his lips of knowledge. Let's get verse 8. Let's give verse 8 and 9. The wisdom of the prudent is to understand his way, but the folly of fools is deceit. Fools make a mock at sin, but among the righteous there is favor. Let's give verse 10 too. The heart knoweth his own bitterness, and a stranger doeth not intermeddle with his joy. See, a lot of times what we have to understand is the Most High wants us to get wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, overstanding, so forth and so on in all things. See, the enemy want to have it where you get all this materialistic things and not get no wisdom. See, that's how the enemy do his children. Worrying about the material, but not going to show you the spiritual side that come along with it. See, whereas the Most High, I hear this from a lot of people over the years, and I still hear it now. Like, why do the Most High take so long to do the get what's right? Why we got to go through all this hell to get what we want from the Most High, and I can't, and then I'm still learning, but as far as I got is to understand what the Most High trying to get us to understand is you got to go through trials and tribulation to have your spirit man to conquer the flesh, that the knowing that the material realm is not real. Because then once you get into the material realm, once you start getting into a lot of this stuff, you started to veer off the path from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Everything is not of the. I'm gonna say this too. A lot of times, what people don't really have to understand, what foolish people don't understand is on how when you're a person that's not into the materialistic things, they consider you weird. They consider you crazy. They call you all kind of names, making memes about you, making rap songs about you. But in the end, it's day-to-day destruction. But let's keep going to Proverbs 18, verse 1 through 4, though. We're going to kick it. We're going to keep it going. We're going to kick it. Okay. Proverbs 18, verse 1 through 4. Through desire a man having separated himself, seeking the intermediate with all wisdom. See there? See, that's what that loner, that's what that wise man or that wise sister gonna do. But look, watch verse 2. A fool had no delight in understanding, but that his heart may discover itself. Your sins will find you out. Everything that you doing, whether it be good or evil, is brought into the judgment of the Most High. So we gotta be ready. We gotta be ready at all times and be prepared of, because because this was the enemy not gonna show you. You know what I'm saying? And look, watch this. Let's keep it going. When the wicked cometh, then cometh to also to contempt, and with ignominy reproach. The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's get it. Okay, we're going to go to Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 5. Counsel in the heart of a man is like deep water, but the man of understanding will draw it out. See, the foolish mind can't understand that. Now let's go back. Then we're going to go to Proverbs chapter 26, verse 22. The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. See, that's what the foolish mind gonna have. They can't see what you see. A lot, and then really have an understanding of a lot of time the Most High is not gonna give everybody not gonna give everybody or wake up everybody to what's really going on out here. Because just talking about the melanated people, because a lot of time we so caught up in religion, we caught up in materialistic things, we caught up in all these other things that don't really matter. We got to worry about ourselves and our community, and so we can stay on the right track with the Most High. We worry about all this other stuff. We worry about this. Look, we got to worry about our own. You know what I'm saying? That's what wise people do, and a lot of time the Most High is not gonna wake up everybody. Long as you keep getting the knowledge, you dropping the wisdom, and telling people what's going on, getting on an everyday basis, what we need to be doing, this, that, and the third. The Most High gonna favor you for that. That's a reward. But if you out here going against what the Most High, you're doing unrighteousness, you worry about materialistic things, and don't even know you set your own self to destruction. Let's keep going with it. Let's go back to Proverbs 18, verses 5 through 11. Okay. Boom, right there. Let's see. It is not good to accept the person of the wicked, to overthrow the righteous in judgment. See, the fool can't understand. They see that's what. But see, look, I'm gonna tell y'all. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick. What they used to say about me. They used to call me weird. Well, some people used to call me weird, call me crazy at times. Cause look, they can't see what you see. They see that's how the enemy will try to do. Will try to downgrade what you saying is crazy, but to the Most High it's the truth because they can't see what you see. Because the enemy want to keep them blinded, thinking everything is right until they thinking right into their own eyes, but in the end it's to their own destruction. But look, let's keep going though. Look, this what the enemy gonna do. But what this that lip that one the ones that want to talk somebody crazy. Look, watch verse says a fool's lips enter into the contention in his mouth calleth for strokes. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are the snare of his soul. The words of a talebearer are as wounds as they go down to the innermost parts of the belly. I just read that. But he that also that is slothful in his work is a brother to him that is a great waster. Let's see. Okay. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it, and it is safe. The rich man's wealth is his strong city, as an high wall in its own conceit. See there? See, the righteous gonna run to the Most High. See, the rich man, you worry about all the materialistic things. You worrying about who's sleeping around with who's doing this, doing that. That's people trying to tell you don't need to be with this individual. You don't need to be doing things that's not of the will of the Most High. But then you coming at me talking to me crazy, but don't even know a lot of times is the Most High will turn your own words against you. But I'm the weird one, but I'm living comfortable. I'm having love for myself. I'm in the Most High rewarding me because I got favor in my life. Not just me, but other ones that's doing the will of the Creator. Let's keep going. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 11, verse 28. He that trusted in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. See there, you trust into that materialistic stuff. You doing all this, that, and the third. But look, have you ever noticed how the people that got all this? You got all this materialistic stuff, all this high-end stuff. You spending it on expensive stuff. They tend to have miserable lives. But then you come out to the public, oh, you got a big persona. You post it on Facebook. You post it all on Instagram and Snapchat. Hey, they flying here. Oh, I'm checking in over there. I'm doing this, that, and the third. Behind closed door when that camera is off, you up there probably arguing, stressed out, taking all this medicine, taking all these things. But when the righteous flow, we in that brand. We taking the herbs. We having love for ourselves. We exercising. We in the gym. We doing all these things with the will of the Most High. We building with brothers and sisters on the building back that consciousness back one with the Most High. While you over there in hell going through all this stuff, but then when you come out, you got that big persona. You really think you're really doing it out here. But hell is your destruction that you created, that the Most High will allow that to happen because you got a foolish mind, and the foolish mind can't understand the wisdom of the righteous. So let's get back into it, my brothers. Okay, my brothers and sisters, let's go back to Proverbs 18, 12 through 13. Let's see that. Okay. Before destruction, the heart of a man is haughty, and before honor is humility. He that answereth a matter before he hear it is a folly and shame unto him. Let's see. Let's read verse 14. The spirit of a man will sustain his infirmity, but a wounded spirit who can bear? Man, that's powerful right there. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Okay, let's go to the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 3. This is why right here. This is why you have people, they can't see what you see. They can't build with you. They can't build on what we building right here. Can two walk together except they can agree? Hey, you see, the material mind and the spiritual mind, the wise man and the foolish man, they want conflict. Hey, so let's go to Matthew chapter 6 verses 19 through 20. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. Don't worry now. We're gonna get it now. Watch this. Lay not your treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, where thieves break through and steal. Lay up yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. The light of the body is the eye. Is therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. It's right up here. Wisdom and knowledge. It's the king. It's within you. Not this materialistic stuff. The wisdom is you. The Most High is in you. Your spirit, man. Getting that word in. Getting what they know as the pineal gland, your third eye. Getting that wisdom, that knowledge and understanding. Full of light, full of knowledge. You start waking up. You start waking up. You start tilling the ground. You start getting that wisdom. You start loving yourself. You start coming against negativity that doesn't need to be coming into your domain. The Most High start removing people out your life. They're removing that because look, I need to stay in contact with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Verse 23. But if thy eye be evil, now hold on. If you doing what's evil, if you doing out here foolish, that whole body shall be full of darkness. And if therefore the light that is in the darkness, how great is the darkness? You see there? Then you got conflict. Then you start having a battle with yourself, the spirit and the flesh. You know what I'm saying? They can't see. A lot of times the enemy is not gonna fight. The enemy is gonna fight you on the outside, whereas you having the battle fasting and praying. You know what I'm saying? That's what the wise man. That's what that goes back to the wise and the foolish. The 5 wise and the 5 foolish virgins. You know what I'm saying? We got to be really careful. We got to be careful. Like, let's go back to what my other teaching, what I did with friends and friendships. A lot of times, you got like what I said, and you got a lot of so-called friends out here. That's foolish. That's not, later on down the road, you'll start to see how the Most High will do people. They try to slander, calling you crazy, this, that, and the third. Hey, they can't see what you see. Because when you start growing and learning, you become wise. You start getting wisdom. You start, like I say, you start loving yourself. You don't care what nobody say. Like, man, get that negativity out of my life. Man, I'm trying to tell y'all. Then let's go to Proverbs chapter 10, verse 1. Let's get it. Let's get it. The Proverbs of Solomon, a wise son maketh the glad father, but a foolish son is the heaviness of his mother. See there? That's what, disobedient children out here. Foolish. Doing foolishness out here. Treasures of wickedness profited nothing, but righteousness delivered from death. But look, my fellow family, the Lord will not suffer the soul of the righteous to vanish, but he casts away the substance of the wicked. He become poor that delayed with a slack hand, but the hand of the diligent make it rich. Let's keep going. He that gathereth in the summer is a wise son, but he that sleepeth in harvest is the son that causes shame. Blessings upon the head of the just, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. The memory of the just is blessed, but the name of the wicked shall rot. The wise in the heart will receive commandments, but a prancing fool shall fall. When he that walketh upright walketh surely, but he that perverted his ways shall be known. He that wink with his eye causes sorrow, but a prancing fool shall fall. The mouth of a righteous man is well of life, but violence covereth the mouth of the wicked. Look, but watch this. This that hatred stirreth up strife, but love covereth all sin. Let's keep it going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now we're gonna go to the Apocrypha. Alright, know what y'all should know about the Apocrypha right now. Y'all should know that. Y'all should know that already. But look, let's get it. Let's get it. We almost finished. Don't get too excited now. We're gonna go to chapter 37. We're gonna go 37. We're gonna go 37. Let's see here. In affliction also sorrow remaineth, and the life of the poor is the curse of the heart. Take no heaviness to heart, drive it away, and remember the last end. See though, anything that's negativity, foolish people, wicked people that's trying to come in your life, you have the power and authority. You have all that wisdom also. You have the power to come against that, to drive that negativity out of your life. Because you God, you a goddess. You know what I'm saying? You can't have that you can't have negativity in your domain. Let's see. Forget it not, for there is no turning again. Thou shalt not do him good, but hurt thyself. Remember my judgment, for thine also shall be also. Yesterday for me, and today for thee. When the dead is at rest, let him remember its rest, and be comforted for him when his spirit is departed from him. Let's get it. The wisdom of a learned man cometh by the opportunity of leisure, and he that hath little business shall become wise. How can he get? Okay, let me start. How can he get wisdom that holdeth the plow, and that gloried in the good, in the gold that draweth oxen is occupied in their laborers, in whose talk is of bullocks. He giveth his he giveth his mind to make furrows, and diligent to give the kind fodder. Verse 27. So every carpenter and workmaster that laboreth night and day, and they that cut and grave seals, and are diligent to make great variety, and giving themselves to counterfeit imagery, and watch to finish a work. Verse 28. The smith and also sitting by the navel, and considering the iron word, the vapor of the fire wasted his flesh, and he fighted with the heat of his furnace. The noise of the hammer and the navel is ever in his ears, and his eyes still look upon the pattern of that thing that he maketh. He set it his mind to finish his word and watch it to polish it perfectly. So doeth the potter sin at his word, and turneth the wheel about his feet. Whoso is who is always carefully set at his word, and maketh all his word by number. He fashioned the clay with his arm, and bowed down his strength before his feet, and he applied it himself to lead it over. And he is diligent to make clean the furnace. All these trust into their hands, and every one in wise in his work. Without these cannot a city be inhabited, and they shall not dwell where they will, nor go up and down. Verse 33. They shall not be sought for in public council, nor sit high in the congregation. They shall not sit on the judge's seat, nor understand the sentence of judgment. They cannot declare justice and judgment, and they shall not be found where parables are spoken. But they will maintain the state of the world, and they all desire in the work of their craft. Oh, hold on, family. Hold on. I forgot 38. I forgot chapter 38. Oh, that was 38, my fault. That was chapter 38. Yeah, that was Sirach 38, 18 through 34. Then we got chapter 37, 19 and 31. Yeah. Sirach, Ecclesiastes in the Apocryphal chapter 37, 19 through 31. There is one that is wise and teacheth many, and yet is unprofitable to himself. There is one that showeth wisdom in words, and is hated. He shall be destitute of all food. For grace is not given him from the Lord, because he depriveth all wisdom. Another is wise to himself, and the fruits of understanding are commendable in his mouth. A wise man instructed his people, and the fruits of the understanding fail not. A wise man shall be filled Let's start over again. A wise man shall be filled with blessing, and all they that see him shall count him happy. The days of the life of a man may be numbered, but the days of Israel are innumerable. A wise man shall inherit glory among his people, and the name shall be perpetual. My son, prove thy soul in thy life, and see what is evil for it, and gave not that unto it. For all things are not profitable for all men, neither hath every soul pleasure in everything. Be not be unstable in any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon meats. For excess of meats bringeth sickness, and suffering will turn into choler. By sustaining have many perished, but he that taketh heed prolongeth his life. Man, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, we're gonna go to Matthew chapter 15, verses 13 through 14. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see. But he answered and said, every plant which my heavenly Father hath not planted shall be rooted up. Verse 14. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. Okay. Let's go to verse 15 down to 20. Then answered Peter and said unto him, declare unto us this parable. Or you say Kepha. And you go into the ancient language in the Paleolithic Hebrew or Hebrew language, so-called Hebrew language. And Yahushua said, are ye also ye without understanding? Do not ye yet understand that whatsoever enter into and at the mouth go into the belly, and cast it out into the draught? But those things which proceed out of the mouth cometh forth from the heart, and the defile the man. For out of the heart proceeded evil thoughts, murders, adulteries, fornication, thefts, false witness, blasphemies. Verse 20. These are the things which defile a man, but to eat with unwashed hands defile not a man. Being a murderer, you doing false witness, you doing all these sexual things that's in the material of this 3D or third dimensional plane. Most High ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Most High want to wake us, want to wake a lot of, want to get our people woken up, but you worrying about religion. You worrying about all these other things at the end of the day don't really matter. That's the foolish mind. You know what I'm saying? We gotta take in consideration of that. Now, if y'all, and look, I'm not gonna go to these chapters, but if y'all wanna take this down, read Proverbs chapter 11 and read Proverbs chapter 20, just the whole chapter. And I'm about to go back and read it, and it's a lot of wisdom that's into that. It's a lot. So, man, let's see. We're gonna see what we're gonna go to the. Now we're about to let's see. And look, we're going to the glyphs right here, baby. We're gonna get that wisdom right here. We're gonna get from Tahotep right here. Now, a prudent. Now watch this. A dispute. If you meet a dispute in action, who is a poor man who is not your equal, do not attack him because he is weak. Leave him alone, he will confound himself. Do not answer him just so you can relieve your own heart. Do not vent yourself against your opponent. Wretch is he who injures a poor man. If you ignore him, listeners will wish to do that what you want. You will beat him through their reproof. You will beat him through the knowledge. A poor man means a person that's not knowledgeable, a foolish man. You're not willing, Then, what's another one? Let's get some more. If you meet, let's see. If you meet disputed in the heat of action, one is more powerful than you. Simply fold your arms and bend your back. To confront him will not make him agree with you. Pay no attention to his evil speech. If you do not confront him while he is enraging, people will call him a nigeramus. Your self-control will be matched for his evil utterances. See there? Let's see, what's another one? Okay, this is a good one. This is another good one. If you plow, if there is growth in your field and God lets it prosper in your hand, do not boast to your neighbor. One has great respect for the silent person. A person of character is a person of wealth. If that person's robs, he or she is like a crocodile in the middle of the waters. If God gives you children, do not impose on the one who has no children. Neither should you decry or brag about having your own children. For there is many a father who has grieved, and many a mother with children who is less content, and then another. It is the lonely whom God nurtures, while the family man prays for a follower. See there? Man, I'm telling you, this is some powerful wisdom from the word, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. Let's see. Let me see if I can get another one. Let's see if I can get another one. Okay, this another good one. If you are a mighty and powerful, then gain respect through knowledge and through your gentleness of speech. Don't order things except it is fitting. Then one who provokes others gets into trouble. Don't be haughty unless you be humbled, but also don't be mute lest you be chided. When you answer one who is fuming, turn your face and control yourself. The flame of the hot-hearted sweeps across everything, but he who steps gently is path that is paved road. He who is agitated all day has no happy moments, but he who amuses himself all day can keep his fortune. Wow. And then that concludes today's teaching. The having wisdom versus the foolish. And look, I'm gonna say this too. This goes for a lot of youngsters out here that's younger than me, that's around my age group. That when you start learning, getting more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding from the Most High, and then Most High set people in your path for a specific reason. Wants to learn something. It may not get it. It may not be as what you want it, but the Most High has to build character within us. It's that tiller of the ground. You got to work. If you're not out here working on yourself, doing what's righteousness, and that's just into the material things, it's not, like I said in my other teachings, there's nothing wrong with having materialistic things. But if you're a foolish person, you worrying about everything else that's not of the Most High, I'm telling you, Most High will allow certain things in your life to build up so high, or build up a wall of iniquity that ain't hearing nothing. But look, I'm gonna read one more scripture, and this gonna be the slam dunk scripture that most people don't want to hear. That this goes to the foolish. This goes to the foolish mind. He that turneth away from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination. Hey, Most High ain't playing with us out here. We gotta, like a lot of the stuff that's taking place right now. Folks been saying for years we ain't paying attention. A lot of people not really paying attention of what's really going on. Don't be ignorant of Satan's devices. Peace and love. Keep it melanated. Come against negativity. Hey, always speak positive things, not just in your life, but drop some knowledge in somebody else's life. Keep building. Peace and love.